Thank you once again, Lieutenant Governor Tregenza A. Roach. And now at this time, please rise. I would like to present to you the Honorable Albert Bryan Jr., Governor of the Virgin Islands of the United States.
Please be seated. Good morning. Good morning, Lieutenant Governor, all our representatives here, Senate Vice President Novell Francis, senators, assembled, Senator Samuel Carrion, and those of you in the crowd. You know, I hate to speak last. I don't know, governor should speak first. Yes, I'm going to make a rule, executive order this afternoon. Because they don't say everything I got to say. What else is there to say? You know, I want to say a special good afternoon to the Mason family. And I was sitting there listening to the Lieutenant Governor make the connections, and he's reminiscing on all of this lovely family he got. And all I thinking is, lad, we got both in Frederickstead? No, boy. I's a Mason too, for the record. I think as I speak live, I always, I love humor. It's a great part of what we do every day, and I figure, a lot of us, we have hard jobs. We have tough jobs, so you might as well have fun doing it. I want to say that I'm really excited to I always like to come to Frederickstead. You know, it's just a beautiful place. I've actually written a couple of papers when I was in grad school about Frederickstead and the tremendous opportunity that is here with it. But today, I'm really outstanding day because, you know, I sat up and listened to Gus, my new cousin, talk about his father. And I changed my speech about 10 times. I never write anything down. And you know what I got from that? Because I didn't know who he was before, you know, I had to prepare for today. Like, he was just a regular, honest, hard-working person who was dedicated to his job. A regular, honest, hard-working person who was dedicated to his job. He didn't run for Senate or become governor or delegate. You know, he wasn't in charge of the Parks and Recreation, was a commissioner. Just somebody that did his job. You know, I remember going to the Lieutenant Governor first time, and today I remembered all over again. It's like when you want to get remarried, it was like, that's why I pick him, Mason family boy, lad. Not a caveat. But when I went to him, the first time I spoke to the LT, you know, he said this thing and it sticks with me and I keep repeating it. I said, you know, I really would like you to think about running for Lieutenant Governor with me. And he said, everybody in the Virgin Islands know how to do everybody else's job. Everybody. They always giving comments about what they would do if they were this job, they were doing that job, they had this job, that person should be doing this, that person should be doing that. But all he said they need to do is to do their job. Right? Just do their job. Can you imagine how beautiful it would be if everybody just do their job? Or do the damn job. They tell me don't cuss when I come up here. I get spanked later. But I think that is so important as, you know, because every time I look past that sign now and I come in here, I'm going to think about that. Just do your job and do it well. And he said if everyone made a habit of just perfecting what they do, then they could do the next thing. And he said, I'm not ready to move to Lieutenant Governor because I don't think I've perfected being a senator and carrying that role out. Well, I tell you one thing, he's carving a whole new level for the standard of lieutenant governors in the Virgin Islands. You know, the first time I came down here, you know, when I came to St. Croix with my dad, I was so glad when Sana Saint looked at me and he says, when talks about St. Tommy, and he thought they were going to look at me first. But I remember in 1982, 81, we moved to St. Croix. St. Croix was such a beautiful place, and I think about that, and like everything was just nice. It was just stellar everywhere. You had Franklin's was then in Golden Rock. That Golden Rock shopping center was beautiful. Sunny Isles was brand new. You go down Lorraine, you had movie theater. The McDonald's actually looked like a McDonald's. The Pizza Hut looked like a Pizza Hut. You had Barker's. Remember the Whoppers then, chocolate bar? We ain't had that in St. Thomas. We ain't had none of that stuff. And then my father was like, they got a pool. I was like, no, they got a pool. We had a pool in Savannah, right? Chigenza, we had a pool in Savannah, St. Thomas. Not long, but yeah, we had a pool in. But nothing like this. So when I came down here first, I was totally blown away by the pool. And as a young kid, I would have normally been like captivated by the pool, but I ran into Maud. Y'all know who Maud is? And I couldn't get my eyes off of Maud. I was like, what is she going to say next? That was the first mayor of Frederiksted that I met. And there have been many, many since. But my father thought it was important that I met her as a youngster, you know. She's still alive today, man. God bless Maud. She just tell it like it is all the time. It's the epitome of Frederiksted. But there are many good memories here, you know. I remember coming down here to Kenny party, Senator Giddens, as you know him today. I was like, this dude ain't even like, he just a police. He had like 2 banned food. The whole thing covered with food, go wrong and wrong, couldn't run out. I was amazed. I remember being down here with the Labor Council parties on Labor Day. Those are really nice. I never wanted to miss those. And of course, Vitelco parties, and even Generation Now held some stuff down here. But that was a time when we dared to dream. We dreamed of what Frederiksted could be, what the Virgin Islands could be. We had all kinds of plans. I remember the late Al Franklin, all the many meetings, sitting down with our tongue Frederiksted, talking about what it could do. Nadine used to meet them with the Enterprise Zone. I remember George Flores talking about the rebuild of the stadium and where it would go and all the different things that was going on. Good old Eunice Tranborg down there in Pier 69. You could not come to Frederiksted and not go to Pier 69. And of course, our modern-day Mayor Claire, who keeps me on speed dial. She don't call me when she get car accident, but she call me for everything else. But now is a time not for dreaming. Now is a time to make dreams come true. A transformation of our entire territory, not to return to yesteryear and what we were, but to the boundless promise of tomorrow, while keeping the culture and the spirit of what makes each one and every these towns unique. You see, we used to think about what we want to do. There was a time when we used to dream about clean water in Frederiksted, but guess what? We did all of the water pipes and got them replaced. We used to think about a modern-day stadium and where would we get the money to do it. Concrete started pouring yesterday. We used to dream about a new sewage system that could handle the waste and a stormwater system that would take away the flooding systems that's happened now. The time is now. All of that is being designed and getting ready to go. We used to think about sweet paved roads and a beautiful waterfront. We've dedicated over $1.4 million to not only the building of the playground, but to redo the waterfront all the way from the clock tower up to the pool. Every broken chair, bench, all of that being replaced. We used to think about a time when we would have the ability to actually put brand new bathrooms in on our beaches and dream about a time when we could actually put in community kitchens, when all of the lighting and would be replaced. We used to think about a time when we would have charter boats in Frederiksted, visiting, coming over from St. Thomas and from Tortola to visit. Well, now what we're doing, we're building a dock to accommodate them, so when they could come downtown and eat and have dinner. We ain't dreaming anymore. This is a time of making dreams come true. We used to look up on the hill and say, Lord, will be a day when we could tear down Ludwig Harrigan and put something up there real nice. Well, Ludwig Harrigan is about 75% demolished. And we're in the plans to make sure that we put a nice senior center up on the home, not condos like the people say. We about the people. Sometimes I think and I listen to people on the radio and be like, y'all ain't know we from here? These our people. When Frankie called me on the radio, called me up to the government house, he texted me, he said, Governor, Frederick said, Doc. I said, Frankie, I got you. I know Frankie is, right? I can't get accustomed to calling all these people senator this and senator that. He called me and said, we got you. We're going to take care of it. When Kenny came here and said, you know how they light them on the waterfront ain't working, but they light them on the highway ain't working too. I said, listen, we're going to work something out. We're going to put some money together. They make sure. They tell me, look, man, I live down in Wim, right? And they tired of them people telling me how the road ain't paved. I say, listen, we got some money there. We're going to appropriate some. We're going to get Wim paved and Campo Rico paved. Lord St. George, them people been complaining for donkey years about how that road ain't paved. Drive there now, no? Smooth like a baby batter. We have $247 million dedicated to Frederickson alone. Here, joke now. Let me say it again. $247 million. We're about to start paving Mahogany Road, $10 million project that's going to go over the hill. But these are different times. These are different times. And when I talk about these things, I always want to tell you, one hand can't clap. Can't. And that's why we work with our friends in the legislature, Senator Novell Francis, the Senate President who is in here today, Donna Fred Gregory, to make these dreams come true. Because we can. And like I said, I don't need to take credit for everything because governors will come and governors will go. But the thing is what the people want, what the people hold true. That's what we got to stick to. And you, as the people, have to hold not only me accountable, but every single public government servant that you paying your tax dollars to make happen. That's what we're about. You see, our dedication is about showing how when people work together, how it benefits all our people. Like we from here. They be talking like we trying to get nurses from the States to come and take our nurses' job. Really? We from here. We want our people to do well. Damn, we got to go face them people in the grocery store. You think I go always get bodyguard? We want our people to prosper. That's why we continually invest in, be it from the $10 million we're doing for the Workforce Development for Skills Today program, all the way down to the 8% what we're paying back the government workers with. November. You better go check to see if your name there. No, because I ain't want no barley when you don't get no check. They got a website. That's why we work. That's why we work with the legislature to make sure that we have the budget cycle dressed up in a way that we could continuously give back tax returns and put in people's pocket. You know when you're doing good in St. Croix? You know how I know how you're doing good in St. Croix? Ask me how. They saying, told me and them texted me saying, lad, everything don't go St. Croix. Can't win, my son. But we're not only doing Frederickstead. We got projects in our downtowns and Christiansted as well. We're about to sign a lease with the Hotel on the Key. They're going to put up a new 80-unit building there. It's going to be beautiful. Kings Alley, we're getting rid of it. We're finally selling it to a developer who's going to join it to their hotel and put on 40 extra rooms. The downtown sewage project in Christiansted has started, and soon it'll be repaved. Charlotte and Mali Phase 2 Veteran Drive, busting around the corner, $23 million down in port improvements for transshipping in Crown Bay. There's a $23 million parking center. I don't call it a garage, but that would be like, it's a car rental center. Garage. $23 million, $7 million project to redo the exit gate at Rolson here in St. Croix as well. We move in Gallows Bay from all the cargo all the way back over to Cross Lagoon. That happening this year. Dreams coming true. We don't talk the talk. We walk the walk. But we can only do it together. And it's just like the delegate and I work with the Biden team and our lobbyists in Washington to get $300 million forgiven for the Virgin Islands in debt. It's the same way we walk hand in hand with the Democrats and all of the independents too in the legislature to make sure things are happening here. Because teamwork makes the dream work. Before I go, I want to say thank you to all of the hardworking employees that make this thing come true. There's a lot of unsung. He was telling, trust me, it's not easy. FEMA ain't easy, okay? I mean, poor Adrian. All the black dye gone from his store. You think it's only my hair alone white there? Some of them lying. I just want to thank the employees, though, because no matter what, you know, those core civil servants will be there to serve you for years to come. And they do a hard job. So we're doing our best to make sure we pay them too. We make sure we take care of them because look at the grounds. I mean, it looks pretty decent for a hurricane ravage. Don't look that way. Just look this way. And I just want you as I leave to understand how proud I am to be your governor. Because, I mean, when you come here today and you look at this, before there was a nice trawler going out there fishing, people walking on the beach. God bless. You know, yesterday I sat down with somebody from Eastern Caribbean nation, and they were just telling me all of the problems they had. And I just want to say thank God for his graciousness and my people and you for your hard work guiding us through coronavirus. I know that you'll be there for me, and I'm going to be there for you because together we're going to make these dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Commissioner White.
For the record, that is amazing too. When we started doing the invitation list, we only had 50, or we allowed 50 because of the COVID guidelines. So I called the Mason family and I said, how many invitations you need? And he said, 35. So, Governor, we got to get close to that family. It's amazing. They have a lot of family. We're going to do the unveiling, but before I do that, I want to take this opportunity. We have a really great project going on at the Major Cummins Park. It's a community-built project, which means the community is going to get involved and actually be part of building this playground. I'm asking you guys, whether it's government, private businesses, please sign up and be part of this project. It's a great event to do some type of team building, take your employees, the legislature, whatever. But we are looking for individuals to whether you pick a day or couple hours, to come out and be a part of this beautiful project that we're doing at the Major Cummins Park. Act number 4402, which was approved February 14, 1980. Whereas Vincent F. Mason Sr. was born on the island of St. Croix and lived most of his life on that island. And whereas he was an avid sports fan and supporter of athletic activities, and whereas Mason was an effective and valuable employee of the Department of Conservation and Cultural Affairs and was on duty with the department when he died in an accident on September 29, 1978. And whereas the legislature deems it appropriate that the public swimming pool be named in memory of Vincent F. Mason Sr. Now, therefore, be it enacted by the legislature of the Virgin Islands, Section 1, the public swimming pool in Frederiksted, St. Croix shall be named the Vincent F. Mason Sr. Coral Resort. Section 2, the Commissioner of Conservation and Cultural Affairs shall cause to be erected an appropriate place at the pool and sign bearing the name Vincent F. Mason Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the rendition that you will see when we cut the ribbons. Contractor when? April? I put an eye on the spot. This is February, and the movie time line up. Governor, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Commissioner White. We are going to sorry about that. We are going to proceed with a benediction. Reverend Edwards, please come forward.
And now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and give you peace. And may the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit rest, remain, and abide with you now and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Please join us for the groundbreaking ceremony. It will be held to my left, to your right.